Hi there guys, and welcome to another firearm review video on the other side of 2023. It's a smeltering summer day here on the range in Africa, and I've got a semi-automatic shotgun to review, the Boomslang Thunderbolt. As of this video, this is the actually only firearm, this particular model and make, in South Africa. So this will be the first review done on it, well, in South Africa at least, and maybe the world. Now, what is going on with this particular self-loading shotgun? I've had this gun for quite a while and I've been able to run a few hundred rounds through it. Looking really forward to doing this review video. As you know, self-loading shotguns, specifically in the AR style, has become more popular. There are many brands currently on the market, from your Turkish and your American makes. Are they any good? And they surely look impressive, but can they actually perform? And that's what we're going to find out today. There's 6 rounds, a paper target. We're using SNB, a buckshot. You set the magazine as you would like an AR-15 at the bottom. You pull back the charging handle like you would in an AK. Release the bolt and have some fun. Here we go. 6 rounds on 3 targets. Gorgeous. Bolt stays open when it's empty. Range is clear. This shotgun is really fun, so I'm going to do that one more time for science and in the pursuit of knowledge. Range is hot. Scientific conclusion, that was a lot of fun. So what I'd like to try now is actually see if we get accuracy out of this shotgun. It doesn't have the longest barrel on a shotgun, and it's not designed for, I would say, long range shooting, but I'm going to run some slugs through it, and we're going to put targets out at 38 meters, give or take, at the end of the range, and then we're going to see if it's accurate up to that distance. We'll be aiming for center of mass. The slugs I'll be using are SNB. So let's see if we can get a good grouping or accuracy from it. The sights, of course, are very similar to your AR-15 sights. There's a bead in the front and there's a half moon at the rear. Not a complete circle, but a half moon. So not the best sights in the world, but at 37 meters, 38 meters, let's see if we get a good center of mass hit with slugs. So we have the target sitting at the back, furthest end on the back stop, and let's see if we can get one slug center of mass. So after having made slight adjustments on the rear sight, we did manage to get the actual slug on the target. We're going to try now and actually, so the sights in the end comes with 2 little adjustments. You've got an adjustment on the side for your elevation, and then you've got a knob on the right for your windage. So you've got windage and elevation below. So you can be adjusted and you can sight it in. We're going to try and get this a bit more centered. So we're going to run another SNB slug through that barrel and see if we can get a hit on target this time. I'm going to try that one more time. Center of mass with a slug. Oh, that was quite cool. Good hit. He's shooting a bit high still, but we made a hit on the actual target. Let's go check out the target. So the hits on target weren't too bad. The first one clips the left. We pulled it all the way in to eventually get a shot there and then a shot up higher. The firearm does shoot a bit high with the SNB slugs. So if I'm aiming around here, the bullets are, well, the slug is hitting a little higher, which is not bad. It's not an accurate or a precision rifle by any chance, but the fact that we can sight it in and hit it at 37, 38 meters, it's quite cool. And I guess if I put a red dot on the top, I could get that to be a very consistent grouping. Not bad. So what we'll do is we'll shoot that with some buckshot at that range and see if we can actually even get a spread on the target. So we're going to set these lead balls downrange. Holy smokers to those rounds kick. They're heavier load rounds. I did aim a bit lower this time with the buckshot, so let's see if we've got any actual holes on the target. So I fired 2 rounds and I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 holes on the target, which is not bad actually. I'm actually surprised. So 2 per shell basically at 37 meters. It's not bad. Okay guys, so this video is actually shot over a number of sessions and weeks. What I have here is the Thunderbolt, the 12 gauge self-loading shotgun from Turkey, made by the company called Boomslang. Again, this is the only one in South Africa and probably the first review on it. It's in an AR-12 style, like an AR-15 but in 12 gauge. It has your components, your mag release like an AR. You got your bolt though on the side. It is a reciprocating bolt, so it moves as you fire. It does come with a little cover made of rubber. That's not the most ergonomical. It has already torn. It's got quite a smooth bolt, not a very hard spring either. You do have your bolt release on the side, your bolt catch like an AR-15. It comes with your safety as well. That's on your left side if you are dominant on your right hand. It does come loose a few times. I've got to continuously screw this down to keep it from loosening up. Picatinny rails on the fore end of the actual shotgun. There's a Picatinny rail on the bottom. You can put a flashlight as well as a Picatinny on the side. Your handle, like an M16 handle, does have sights but is detachable, so you can take those off, put a red dot on here, and so is the front side. Very easy to detach. There's a Picatinny in the front and a Picatinny on the top if you want to customize it further with a red dot, which I'm considering doing. You got a telescopic stock at the end, which is quite cool. A nice rubber grip. Fits quite nicely in my hand. When you hold it, a very solid package. You do have a muzzle cover in the front, a barrel cover. This will screw off and on quite easily, not a suppressor. It's there for aesthetic, and I suppose it helps if you touch it. It's not going to be as hot as the actual barrel itself. Doesn't come with a choke at all, but we did manage to get shots at 36 meters as well with this, with slugs. So it can be quite accurate if you sight it in or if you put an optic or a red dot. Your lever to dismantle the firearm or fuel strip it is on the side. It is a bit of a palaver though, because you've got to pull this whole thing off and then unscrew it with a long star screwdriver, which is almost impossible to reach before you're able to strip the gun. The pins on the side did come loose. This little pin here did occasionally pop out, and I had to push it back in because of the vibration of the shot itself. Other than that, on the oar, it comes in black. It's ergonomical. It is quite, easy to handle and operate. Malfunctions and jams, either than the magazine. I haven't had any problems with it so far. So a pretty decent and solid package out of Turkey. There are a few AR-15 style or AR-12 shotguns on the market in South Africa, and this might just be the next one. So yeah, all in all, very happy with the Boomslang. It's a good, ergonomical, and quite fun to shoot self-loading shotgun. Of course, the teething problems I'm sure will be ironed out in time. A bit of a wait period between the first part of this video and the second part of the video. I've had some more time to shoot the shotgun. I'm shooting this video a few weeks after the first part of this video, and just to have a better idea on what I think about it. All in all, it's a good shotgun. It's rugged, it's been reliable. I've had some teething issues without a doubt. The magazine obviously had to be a little bit modified with the plier when I first got it, because I did have a little problem where the shells would get kind of lodged into the mag and weren't easily pushed into the chamber. So there was a bit of MacGyverism on the mag. Once I solved that problem though, it works well. Bearing in mind you don't fill the mag completely, you will get jams if you do. So I generally shove between 7 shells at a time into the magazine and haven't had a problem thus with regards to feeding off shells into the chamber. Little pins do seem to come loose. There's a pin close to the trigger guard on the trigger pin that I did find came a bit loose while shooting it after a certain number of rounds. There's a light tap, put it back into place. The safety as well did come loose, and I had to tighten that down. So the shaking does kind of push some pins out and loosened up on the safety. All in all, it's a rugged shotgun. It's the first of its kind in South Africa, and I'm sure these teething problems will be ironed out by the manufacturer. I look forward to seeing more of these on the shelf. Very easy to use. The magazines being fed into the magwell was no problem. They were secure. I didn't have any further problem with the magazine once I made my adjustments with them. Ammo, obviously you want to shoot higher loads or heavier loads with this to actually have your bolt cycle. If you have too low of a charge in your shells, your bolts may struggle to cycle. So I used 32 grain bird and buck shot, and I have had no problem with them. I've also shot some slugs through these with no problem whatsoever with regards to feeding. And there was one thing they can make better on this, obviously, would be the actual hassle of doing a field strip on this. It's quite a mission. You've got to actually remove the stock. There's a rubber piece. You've got to get a long star screwdriver, which is actually quite a weird length that I've battled to find. Then you've got to unscrew a screw and then utilize that lever, push it down, and then strip the whole gun. And it can be quite a palaver. If there's one thing that could have been made better on this firearm, is the actual ergonomics of being able to field strip it efficiently and quickly. All in all, the Boomslang is a very, very good product. Good rate of fire, easy to handle and use, and definitely feels solid in the hand when you're holding it. And I really do like the rubber pistol grip that it comes with. Of course, comes with Picatinny rails, so you can customize it up with flashlights, lasers, and red dots if you so choose. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll be bringing you more review firearm videos. Be sure to like and subscribe. It does help the channel out tremendously. Till the next video, ciao.